Alright, we're fired up here, aka Paris. Let me make that adjustment. Alright, do you guys love Rob Liefeld? You probably don't. I got something for you. AKA Pad 69 here. I'm sorry, I just did and some of the energy sometimes for some of these videos, it drains me. I got some Wild green tea if you guys are into Philadelphia, PA, or into the somewhat of the tri-state region. Wawa is a life, L-Y-F-E. Their green tea is legendary on these parts. Peter A. DeLuca here, aka Pad 69. It's up. I just put it up. This IG account here. Now, I apologize. All apologies. It took me a little bit to realize exactly what this account did, and when I realized it, I'm not joking. It literally blew my mind. It blew my stack. It blew it. That's what she said. Blew to the point where it got me thinking. It really did. It's Rob Liefeld fan, LOL. Follow this guy. I'm not big on promoting too much, especially like crowdfunding campaigns, because so many of you reach out to me and your campaigns don't launch, you don't get fulfilled, or you're perpetually in like a sign-up phase. Well, with all of that said, this is an account I'm saying you have to get eyeballs on, because the baseline for this is I went through like a phase where was like the guy that managed, worked at a comic shop, and like we're talking early 2000s here, and at this point Rob Liefeld was out of Awesome Entertainment and he was just mostly becoming a somewhat cover guy, and there was like this anticipation for his arcade comics with Mark Millar. But I became somewhat of a Liefeld defender, and even for me, like I had, look up the domain records. I had the domain for robliefeld.com. At that point, I was building what was called the Rob Liefeld Project, and it was just me doing my interpretation, which was like a high-end pencil style, like shaded pencil style of all of his creations. And but that kind of, at that point, it just never came to fruition. And I reached out to Rob Liefeld because he had this like AOL account, and I said, "Hey, I'm like, do you want this? Like, do you want this domain, please?" And I'm like, maybe like we can work something out, because like again, like I had paid money for a few years of that, And he said it's illegal to squat on someone's domain. And maybe if I can dig up that email, I'll show it to you guys. If not, I guess we're taking my word for it. But we can still dig up the domain records, and you guys can see. But anyway, so I became like this Rob Liefeld defender, and then his online personality, his persona. He was always like in attack mode, and it was even still then hard to defend Liefeld. But as a baseline, he has some of the most significant comic book growth I can imagine, especially from his core, from the guys that he came up with. I believe at one time he's had more growth than a Jim Lee. Business-wise, like he's maybe the bottom of the image stack. I would say even Jim Valentino handles business way better than Rob Liefeld. But there's still that time that I look back on, and boy, like nothing but inspirational, nothing but fire. I believe his brain filter to character creation and to page creation is some of the best since like Jack Kirby. I believe when it comes to character creation wise, like he's there with Jack Kirby. He understands like things have to look cool, and we just move on from that point. But then there's this other side, and that's what this Instagram account highlights. It highlights potential fraud, potential scam. It highlights a permanent gaslighting through his Twitter account. It also highlights his retconning of his own history on Robservations. This is what I speak of. This is even our previous Todd McFarlane videos. I get it, but at the same time, we deserve to ask questions. We deserve to know, and we deserve to kind of put ourselves on the line to get these questions answered. So just do me a favor, public service announcement. Please follow this Instagram account. I love you guys so much. Subscribe, support, leave a comment. It's Flex Friday, by the way. It's over here. Guys, let's do it.